The Octagon Sky Center Tower, but isn't the tower circular? Right, let's have a little misunderstanding. Everyone's staring, this has just been full of in front of everyone. I think the Octagon Sky Strawberry Tall Great Hall. You're right, let's have a little misunderstanding. Strawberry House is the Octagon. It's four-sided. The Octagon! Where? It can't be the place inside, can it? Where?
Here.
Why?
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
I didn't.
Why is that place the Octagon?
You know how the four-sided strawberry house is on top of the six-sided grape house? If you cut a four-sided shape out of a six-sided one, you get eight edges. It becomes an eight-sided shape.
It wasn't was it a regular octagon that they call it? It was an irregular polygon of an octagon. Ugh. Welcome back to Misery Mondays, everybody. It's halfway through the year, because we're on episode 26. Let's keep going.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the Octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality, that place contained various weapons.
Then the ultimate weapon was there too?
That's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the Octagon. Learned? The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the Funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the Funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the building structure?
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime.
Just the building falls on top of people. You know, that's the kind of thing that I expected, but you know. Look at that amazing camera.
It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Sure it does. The Funhouse destroyed the ultimate weapon. What does this mean? How did the killer use that to murder Nekomaru? And who was the killer and who did what? You piece of shit. You piece of shit. If I just answered this one thing correctly. Why, hello there! I thought of a new bad word to call Monami. Well, I could already tell I won't be pleased by this. Then let me say it right away. I'm already used to insults from slander, so I'll get hurt by mere word. Monami is as serious too faulty. It's too fatly. That's far more straightforward than I expected. It's too fatly, huh? That's not it. It's not it at all. Stupid, fat, and ugly. The perfect jet stream attack. Incorporate all three of these would be... Ta-da! It's too fatly. What? There's a fat hidden in there?
Okay, everyone, all together now. Monami is a serious Stoufatly.
If I had just figured out it was an irregular octagon, then I could have ended the episode at this point. Now I feel like a dummy. Okay. It's probably a bad idea, but 26 is being saved over.
Hello. I hope your day is well.
Okay.
I'm trying to force myself to be more energetic, or else my mental state won't be able to keep up. Ugh, my heart's thumping like crazy. I might as well have a laid-back, so what attitude and go ahead with high energy. Yeehaw! Ah, but be careful that your batteries don't run out for various reasons. And just like I say each time, don't forget to save frequently.
I'm running out of save fast, Monami.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mechamaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
Detract.
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
However,
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
you can't say it's only a suicide.
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
Akane! You were drooling waterfalls?
Nagito, as usual, I can't tell what he's thinking. No idea if he's serious or not.
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekomaru.
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
True. Nekomaru's cause of death. Horribly damaged if he was beaten senseless with a blunt object. If he was beaten with a blunt object, it would be a kill that utilized the building structure. What was Nekomaru's cause of death? Also utilized the building structure. Dead battery. Maybe? No. Wasn't. There was no way to take that much damage just from a dead battery. Okay. Cause of death. Beep boop. Skim past. Still after 49 seconds. Falling.
I see.
Yeah, of course.
That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected.
He was seen outside of so-and-so, and he went to Strawberry House. Somehow, in that hall, he went to the tower, but I guess the elevator wasn't there, and he somehow fell down into it. I don't know. Maybe.
Then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make things up when you don't know the method. Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
But the door wouldn't open.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the first floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
That's mean. That's needlessly mean.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
Not just from the food. Nekomaru died from falling. Where did the killer shot Nekomaru from? We'll get a truth behind this incident. I need to solve this mystery next. Let's go. Make your argument. Habadabab. Good night, Akane Fujiko. Contact elevator. Contact elevator. Maybe. Broken doorknob.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Mechamaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on, did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside,
Oh.
the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
I knew it.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
I need to make it clear so you understand Nekomaru fell to his death. Looks like it's all up to me.
When the elevator is on the first
I'm gonna
floor,
keep hitting
you can't
these
go through the door on the
seconds,
fourth floor.
because maybe I'll get some bonuses. But hey, I know exactly what it is.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sense? As long as there's a moving object inside.
Bam.
No, that's wrong.
That is wrong! Break!
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it.
That must... Oh! The broken doorknob. The wire was tied to that doorknob. And he was put into sleep mode. And at some point, it would have given way and he would have fallen.
There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain, before Kazuichi interrupted me. Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
Way to create the drop inside the elevator while Nekomaru's still in it. In fact, I seem to have an idea, but what could that be? Just going straight back into one of these arguments. Alright, I know what it is. Show me the wire. There's the wire. Ba-dum bam bam. Or is it the broken doorknob? Could be one of those.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaki has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't be so cold. What if I start to enjoy it?
I have awoken. Yeah, I know what it is. I need to agree with Fuihika.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within...
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement... The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
I agree with that.
Seriously, if I would have gotten that octagon thing right away, I would have gotten that achievement, I swear.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair! That's right. He was suspended in midair. Huh? The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Brave Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
How can he make the not-official sleep bubble? How can he do that?
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
Do I want to finish that statement?
You better not finish that sentence.
Yikes.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Argue? Kazuichi, come on.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that. Why? If Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that, then how do you get him to fall?
The doorknob broke?
Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
The doorknob broke? Kazuichi, come on. I thought you were smarter than this.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push. There's no way they could do that.
What's going on? Come on now. I agree with what Kazuichi's wondering. Seems that certain difference in elevation inside the tower uses Nekomaru. You find the answer to Kazuichi's remarks. Yeah, it somehow clicked out the window, I don't know. So I wasn't allowed to do a thing for some reason. What are you doing?
There's no way they could do that.
How many? Oh, I only have so many cuts. That's why. Okay, I'm a dumb.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
There we go. Advance.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
I just forgot about the cut thing, don't worry.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own?
Oh, okay then. How are you even saying? I'm not the type of cow to get thrown up by a messed up remark like that.
What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself. Now's the time if you want to take... But in that case, you still won't be able to explain the drop. Moving the elevator with Nekomaru inside is just impossible. End of story.
End of story. Why's the end of story? Okay. I had to retreat, so I didn't do it correctly. La 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 la.
It doesn't mean someone had... It's possible that he...
What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Okay.
Crap. What? Nekomaru fell on his own. Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right? If he was sleeping, there's no way he could do that to himself.
Oh, okay. You're just gonna let me do that, alright. Oh, okay. There we go. Got it. You just have to think about the evidence quickly.
It's possible that he fell on his...
What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep.
Allow me to cut through those words.
See, at least I understand these arguments now.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
If you woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why, if something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
The killer didn't expect the doorknob to come off. The reason it hasn't happened was because... In that case, I should use my full power! Ooh! With a fierce roar, Nekomaru put all his power into grabbing the doorknob with both hands, but... Clatter. Not yet. Here it comes! The incredible strength of 1 million horsepower! Wait, isn't it creaking? If you break off the doorknob, we'll be stuck in here. That's really what it was. Then that's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said. I'm just a pest. No, I'm not just a pest. I'm a total fucking pig.
Jesus. Cousin Soda!
Isn't that right, Miss Sonia? If I'm a fucking pig, you can say so!
Jesus. Well, you're fucking something, alright.
No, I believe you gave your all.
Hey! Why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down.
Oh, no, wait. I realize, Mikan's ex is kind of just the medical cross. Alright, okay, I'm an idiot. Don't worry about me from last episode.
That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
It doesn't mean Nekomaru crashed straight into the floor. The moment Nekomaru fell to the floor, the only thing I think of happened was... the wire got loose. Or he collided with the pillar.
I see!
Yeah, that would be the only way there would be oil in the pillar.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I.
As did I.
There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
His clock is a global timer. He's got the radio waves with the clock, so he knows what the time is legitimately. So the clocks in the whole building were set in a different way so that we'd all be tricked by the time. That alarm is actually set for 2 hours later, because that's the actual time that we're at, but our clocks are set 2 hours behind that. That's why the 5:30 alarm went off with Furihiko and everyone else at the Strawberry House, sorry. Oh my.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed.
And it could be easily shattered if I could just get the chance to, Gundam.
How were you able to discover Nekomaru died at 7:30 a.m. when you went to the tower at 7?
That's what I want to know.
Another mystery I don't understand. Seriously, it's just one after another. But I can't check up at a time like this. Just a little more to be able to reach the truth. There should definitely be a clear breaking through this contradiction. There of course is. There of course is. Where does it say his global timer? Radio clock.
We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body was discovered. One of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
No, they didn't. You can't mess with the clock anyway. Yeah, because you can't mess with it. Yeah. Rank 7:30 was discovered his body before 7. You need to crush one possibility at a time.
We headed for Grape Tower.
Alright,
before 7
Akane.
a.m.
The killer probably did some tampering. They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
Oh, come on. There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Not getting bamboozled by some stupid white noise now.
No, the clock inside his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
This time-related contradiction, I don't think I should doubt the testimonies. I should doubt the clock. There's no mistake that something was done, but what was it? Perhaps we've overlooked something. Maybe we're misunderstanding something. I focus to think we should find the answer to the mystery. Okay. Logic dive, of course. Back to this. Let's go. I remember the controls. I did this just a few moments ago. Dive start. Oh yeah, I've also been thinking that at this point, because of the how close I was to the end of the chapter last time and how I ended the chapter and whatever. It's not that I can't tag on the bit at the end to whatever. How do many of us misunderstand the time in the building? Yeah. So yeah, everyone... Damn it. Like, if I tagged on that small part in the beginning to prove I knew about the Octagon afterwards, there's allusion to me saying welcome to 26, but I don't know if I want to do that. Nice. Bottom, my part there. So, even if I choose to do that or not, that's the whole thing. I'm still gonna try and finish this whole thing in this one session, so we might get a similar situation to 7 and 8, so we might bleed over into episode 27 in this episode, but, you know, we just don't know yet. It could, but we know. Oh, again? Seriously. No way. Jesus. Platforming. Is it? Would it be considered platforming? I guess it could be considered platforming. Yeet. Yeet. Okay, why am I not making that jump? That seems bad. Oh, I didn't even think about that thing in the bottom left corner. That's apparently my speed meter, showing how fast I'm going. That's cool, I guess. Yeah, see, that's like, it's like the exact same gap for the jump. Yoi. There we go, finally, come on. Checkpoint for the questions? Of course. Which clock was tampered with? The building's clocks. No way that both were tampered with. See? I know my stuff. Oh, the music! No idea why, but that messed me up for a second there. Like, why is the music going away? Hey, it's time for this. Whoop! Whoop! I can see your tricks and traps. I picked the right. Oh! Nope. Didn't see that trick and trap. Let's go. More Gatorade. Gee. Oh, it's Fitbit support. God damn it. Don't question Fitbit support. That's what happens when you question Fitbit support. Oh, Y button is a quick jump as well. Yo. Okay. I guess I did. Which house had the wrong time? Both houses had the wrong time because they are both the same clock set to time to weather. There you go. Speed. Oh, jeez. I almost got tricked by that. Both houses.
It's all coming together. You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
All of them.
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
She's right, that's the main problem. Need to clarify how much the time was off after the killer messed with the clocks. 2 hours. 2 whole hours. It's gotta be. But okay. Clock's alarm timer.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
Wait, clock's alarm timer. Is that for Nekomaru or it's... Oh yeah, it is for Nekomaru.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
The problem is, what time would 7:30 be in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that down? If only I heard the sound when he fell. It would have been a great clue.
Or his scream.
He screamed?
He's not the type to let out a scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough, we would have heard it too.
We did hear it. We did hear it. What was the evidence that was that? It would be... No, it wasn't for Yuhiko's account. The wall clock.
There's no point in saying that.
Is that one of our evidence?
If does not exist in this world.
Okay, no, it's not. Alright. How much did the killer just time into the building? I don't even figure out. Yeah, because you did
The
hear
time
it.
the building was all messed up, then we can only rely on Nekomaru.
The time of death. It's clearly 7:30 a.m.
I'm mistaking.
In our time.
Are there any clues that can be... If only I heard the sound when you fell. It would have been a great...
Or his scream.
It's not the time to scream.
If only Nekomaru's alarm was loud enough.
What? Oh, okay. Kind of alarm that came for the clock in the lounge. Don't even know what Nekomaru's alarm sounds like.
If the time in the building was all messed up, then we can...
Kane's account. Kane did hear it. I heard a rubbling noise around 5:30.
If only I heard the sound when you fell.
Because Akane heard it.
I agree with that.
Nice. I'm getting this game, yeah!
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Huh?
You probably didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane!
Besides, they also heard it too, because they were checking that clock in the middle of anyway. That rumbling sound we heard was at 5:30. It's like the answer to how much time was on there right in front of us. 2 hours.
I see.
Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty badly. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
There are only Nekomaru.
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with the time, the killer also used a specific thing. They were trying to lure out only Nekomaru, and that specific thing is Monokuma Tai Chi.
I see.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they messed with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
And when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning...
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m. And if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early! He didn't even ask you yet!
Jeez, how outrageous! I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. But it turned out like this after all, so I guess it can't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you talking about tripping over someone else's fault?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar!
That's not it! It's incorrect!
That's definitely the correct answer. You always get so stubborn like this.
I don't know what you mean by always, unless it's happened enough that you assume it to be always, but okay.
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Hey, how did that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. So that's what it is. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now.
What do you remember?
The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. There was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who is it? Who's the bastard?
It's whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time, right? Can't be you, can it? Of course. It's at the lounge before the clock started ringing. You saw Nekomaru head downstairs before that happened. After the clock started ringing in the lounge, the others came over and I was with them every... Why are you making me explain that again? After all this time, you doubt my alibi now? He didn't come out. He didn't.
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundam, and Fuyuhiko.
That picture is still weird.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank,
No, you're Nagito.
even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't. You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk of the weak.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
Was it something to do with one of the rooms he was sleeping in? I forget which room he was sleeping in. He couldn't.
You're definitely fucking lying.
The luxury rooms. They're soundproof and everything. Oh my, that's how Sonya didn't hear it. Because she also had the luxury room.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House. But I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too.
I guess Chiaki was also in the luxury room.
I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
Because I completely forgotten about the specifics of the rooms that we were sleeping in.
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in common, and I'm sure you'll figure it out.
The only people who didn't hear the rumbling noise were Nagito, Sonya, and Chiaki. The secret is, what these three have in common? There's also been a secret that points to the killer. Let me guess. Luxury room. Why you give me all these D's? You're watching channel D, D, D! I'll try. Okay. Oh, it's not the luxury, it's the deluxe room. Okay. I got it wrong myself. Whoop. So I need these X's. So many X's. Why? Okay, fine. It doesn't give me any more, like, whatever. Alright, so... There we go, here's an E. But also we need an L. So, if I keep that X there, I can keep L's done. And it's not room, it's sweet. Okay, I've got this in the bag right now. Can you not give me Oz? Deluxe. If the R runs off screen, it doesn't do anything. Okay, thank God. I was gonna say. E. Unless it really is room. Oh yeah, deluxe rooms. Okay. Oh shit. Shit. Okay. Nope. Not today. Okay, maybe today. Oh, that was close. Do. Save the S, save the S! Alright. Now just we get rid of the other stuff. Ah, damn it. No! Oh damn it, that was bad, but hey, nope, we got this, Boom.
I got it.
I could really use some health, guys, please.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki, the three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
The guest rooms are divided by quality grade. The deluxe room is soundproof and has excellent air insulation. The standard room may have so-so insulation, but it's still pretty decent. And the Krabby room has severe airflow and draft problems.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise...
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve corps student talent?
No. How about no?
Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity of Nekomaru's killer.
Do we?
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well, that fact just now is a very important clue, and a decisive factor in identifying the killer.
Decisive factor?
Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. Killer among us. Killer murdered Nekomaru.
Crap!
Oh, no. One more time.
You're the only one!
Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
Wait. Was there was 5 men over on that side. Because you have Nekomaru, Fuyuhiko, Kazuichi, Gundam, and Nagito. There was only 5 rooms in each of them. So these guys had things. Was Nagito had a luxury room, a deluxe room. Gundam had the other one, didn't he?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right?
Thank you for confirming. It really is him.
Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There was only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
True, because if he did, he'd have to walk past the lounge.
Me? After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room, just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe rooms. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
Oh my.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
Hey, what are you doing? It's Froglis. It's wow to be supreme ruler of the Neverworld, battling for a sacrifice. Stop making all that noise so suddenly.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Answer me this, including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction. How many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears. That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Well, how could that information have been given to you? Even if you brought them into your room, they still wouldn't have heard it. That's not how 5 times the hearing of a normal human works.
Is that your argument?
You bastard! Do you understand the situation you're in right now?
Do not panic. The truth shall now commence.
That is a new sprite, and he is twinging.
At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was. The world is always so simple.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence? Isn't that timing a little too perfect?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the killer is with the majority vote anyway. So, why don't we just go ahead and start voting? It's obvious that Gundam is the killer.
Okay, listen, Nagito. We could do that, but we haven't done 2 important things yet. I think you know what those 2 important things are by now, because you've been there for every other trial. Alright.
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's merely the opening act, you know.
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. So boring, so stressful. I'm so painfully bored that I might develop stomach ulcers.
Okay, just stop being racist, otherwise that'll lead to a very bad situation.
Seriously, let's just hurry up and finish this before I collapse from poor health.
Nagito, something definitely happened to you, didn't it? At At some point during the investigation, your behavior became even weirder.
Well, he tried to shoot himself in the face, of course.
What actually happened? Did you discover something?
Well, let's just leave that fun for later. And finish this opening act already.
You said opening act again!
Please hold on! We have yet to hear Gundam's rebuttal!
Dude, have we now?
But he's completely shut up. Perhaps he can't argue anymore.
Gundam!
I was simply at a loss for words after being dumbfounded by your pathetic assumption. In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Your assumption has been wrong since the beginning.
Since the beginning?
Based on your assumption, I hung Nekomaru from the 4th floor of the tower and made the floor descend to the 1st floor. From there, after returning to Strawberry House, I was present when the alarm at the lounge went off, correct?
Of course. Because the elevator was still stuck at Great House.
Although going to and fro is busy enough as it is, how would I be able to travel between both houses anyway?
I see. The contact elevator was broken.
Dude! Case 2, his Davis of Destruction found the hatch in the floor. No, Case 1 found the hatch in the floor of the storage room. That is how he was able to find the hatch to go up to Strawberry House again.
As I recall, the killer tampered with the Grape House control panel, which shut down the elevator. Plus, the stopped elevator should have been facing the Grape House side. If so, the human who used the elevator would have left it at Grape House. For these reasons, it's an indisputable fact that the killer destroyed the elevator at Grape House.
And what's wrong with that?
If the elevator was broken at Grape House, he wouldn't be able to return to Strawberry House.
However, I was already at Strawberry House. I was present when the alarm in the lounge started ringing. Which means your assumption is clearly wrong.
Are you serious? And here I thought it's already been decided.
Have you learned your lesson, pitiful humans? You cannot overcome this contradiction.
That's wrong. No, that's wrong. When something is obviously wrong, that's when a contradiction is born. There's no such thing as a contradiction that can't be overcome. I don't remember anything specific from Ace Attorney, I'm sorry. Let's see. Sudden appearance? Okay, no, maybe not.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House...
Since I was at Strawberry House at that time, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
There is a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Contact the elevator. What information does it hold for us? Used to make between both houses broken and no longer one, because apparently he broke it at Grape House side, so it's right, Great House. Yeah. Contradiction is something that's obviously wrong, so contradiction I can't shoot through. Going to find out what this is. Mistake every time I'll shoot for the contradiction.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
Wait, I need to look at the other bullets that we have.
As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Okay, so probably
the
none of
elevator
those.
was broken at Grape House.
It wasn't broken. Okay, no. Is that gonna...
Damn it!
kill me? Oh, it hasn't killed me just yet.
That elevator was
Wait, I won't let me read that piece of transcript. God damn.
the only means of travel between the two houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Furihika's account is probably not right because it's just him noticing. What about the wall clock? checking all the evidence, because it's better to keep calculating all that. Clock on the second floor went off. 3 equals at the lounge quiz managed to stop the alarm because we got to rush to the lounge. I'm not gonna admit the only one that didn't hear it.
Broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at
Wait.
Strawberry House at that time,
I know what I'm doing.
there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It's a good thing I remember this right at this
It would
moment.
have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a
Oh,
secret
come on.
passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me?
Wait, can you not capture blues? Okay, I'll have to try that again. Great to find out what that is. For the sake of everyone's hope, I should put the punch. Okay, we've already seen it. I'm gonna try and capture that blue statement.
Only means of travel between the two houses. As long
Oh,
as that
wait.
elevator was
No.
broken,
I've
or
got it.
something-
Or if there was a secret passageway.
Wait.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Yes. Yes. Thank God I remembered this.
That elevator was the only means of travel between the two houses.
Yes.
No, that's wrong.
Yes! Yes! You're fucking dead, Gundam.
No, there should have been another way to move between the two houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
But
You're the only one!
thank for the help, even if it's little.
Nagito, you should know. What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up, yeah.
There's a secret passage connecting the first floor of Strawberry House to the third floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the first floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the third floor of Grape House.
Meaning the third floor and the fourth floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
And that's how he got the wire, yes.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the two houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
That's a quote. Come on now, Gundam.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
No, we already were aware of this, because we were told about this.
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion. If you value your life, you should stop with your scrutiny.
There's no way I can stop.
Did you say? Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
What are you gonna do? And your house is gonna evolve into hellish beasts of life? Okay, it's gonna get any of these.
If the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail, I say! Your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
How about no?
I already proved the secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of blind, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Blind? Dwells in the light, I will break through the darkness.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light!
Dwells in the light.
Know the limits of your own reasoning! You say the killer went to the Octagon.
Oh, of course. Maybe.
Bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom,
Allow me to cut through those words.
Yeah, see, there you go.
The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body, the hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
In Funhouse.
The only place I can think of is the Octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the Octagon.
If that's the case, they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
It seems this is the end.
Okay.
Normally we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case. But there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
You don't have the authority.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point. Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point.
Controller's
So he
put down
tried
now.
going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay?
No.
Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru, so by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Nothing personnel, kid.
hold on! You... What did you just say? That I didn't battle?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me!
Oh god, he's getting angry. Not just angry, pissed.
Don't mess with me! I cannot ignore those words!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools do not understand! You don't understand at all! Ha! You make me laugh! After all this time, you still don't understand anything at all!
Why, this seems like a good point to split an episode. Or maybe not.
I don't understand anything. What does that mean?
It appears I cannot finish just yet. Maybe I'm just a human destined for hell. However, I cannot finish just yet. I cannot finish!
What do you intend to do?
What made me think that it was gonna be me speaking at that point? This is a Clash trial, everything's voiced. What the hell, Josh?
It's obvious! I'm going to destroy your illusory assumptions!
Are you saying you still have more? You still have room to argue?
Your words. You said I pressed Nekomaru's goodnight button. However, that button was on the back of Nekomaru's neck. To press it, I'd have to get behind him.
It's not easy to get the drop on Coach Nekomaru.
It's even more difficult if it's a one-on-one situation.
Just as I thought. Truly frail. Succumbing so easily to this simple argument. It was just a mere illusion.
Shaking my head. It wasn't a one-on-one. Come on, it was a 5-on-1. The hamsters were the distraction. And Gundam did the thing.
If you want to set me up as the killer, at least surpass your own human limitation.
Which is exactly why you're showing us the hamsters right now to prove that they were used to distract.
That's wrong, Gundam. You're the one who's wrong.
Such a wonderful line. However, I cannot say that I'm satisfied. Listen well. I shall teach you 2 tips for making someone admit their defeat. First, you must crush them with your own overwhelming power. And as for the other, you must provide a reason that will persuade that human. You have not fulfilled either of those yet.
I guess you really don't want to admit it. Now, just as you requested, I'll provide an argument that'll leave you no choice but to be persuaded. Here we go.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David
I like his shield design though.
Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Crushed as David prophesied! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let
Get
you!
screwed.
For the Tanaka Empire!
Boink boink. You're about to die anyway, so here you go.
Crushed as David prophesied! It's Nekomaru's back. Do you really think I can get behind him so easily?
This is the end! Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck.
Ooh, oh. Okay, maybe the Davis weren't the distraction method. It was that Gundam had a nice chat with Nekomaru, while suddenly the hamsters crawled around to the back of his neck and pressed the button.
As long as you have the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course it'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Bringing it back to case 3. Oh no. Emissary of Evil, in accordance with our ancient contract, the time has come to lend me your aid. Pierce through, Supernova Silver Fox Sandy! Choo choo. Click. I pressed the button? Truly, this is the Skyline Lamentation art of the Demon Mouse. Soon the door of destiny shall open.
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton writing, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Okay.
Not just myself, but you actually brought up how splendid my subordinates are. I have no recourse but to admit it.
Admit it? Did you say you admit it?
It appears I've obtained a one-way ticket to hell. Fine! Then you must trample me underfoot and advance. Victory can only be built upon a foundation of corpses. You cannot find peace without sacrifice anywhere. Now, trample this life. Trample it as though it were mere trash on the side of the road. Pull the curtain strings of this worthless performance with your own 2 hands.
If you say so. Let's see how we do. Finish step 4! Okay, stop 1. Let's look for duplicates real quick. Maybe there are some. But hey. Oh. There's a lot of stuff. Look at him. Who heard the rumbling noise? Let's see. We're at the wire on Nekomaru's feet. So yeah, see, that's a duplicate. Okay. The last step for 5:30. It's 2:40 AM right now. Because I allowed you this morning. What time of the you can see Nekomaru? Hamster pressed it. Okay, that pressing hamster button must be this. Look at him with his hamsters, jeez. Messing with the back of the contact elevator. No, it's the doorknob. He broke the doorknob with his face. Okay. Fuyuhiko can't sleep. Maybe it's this one over here. No. There. Please, let me. Thank you. Could it be this one? No. There's a fit there. So, maybe it is this one, but I don't see the other... Oh no, see, that one's a duplicate, so it must be 530. Oh, there we go. Got it. Into the room there about it. Hunger loop on the doorknob. That might be... yeah. I woke up at... I said for 5:30, it's 5 AM right now. Wakes up. Does he need to sleep? No, okay, it's not any of those. When you press the button, the Great Hall. Just thinking about things. That one's a dude. And that one's... yeah, both of those are a dupe, so it must be these two. Fuyuhiko see Nekomaru. That. And then... I woke up. Sock 3. Wrapping the chain around the doorknob. Unless it's one of these. Oh yeah. Duplicate. Okay, did it what to the arm in Nekomaru's chest? It's just looking for duplicates. Made up because of the lamp control, so its doorknob came off. Oh, shit. Pick it up one more time. There we go, that's the one. And that's the podium. Okay, maybe it is. Oh yeah, there you go, see. Last stop, only 2 maybe. Fake weapon left at the tower, must be the hammer. Kill destroy what after leaving the tower? This.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Here we go.
Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 AM. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the Octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final deck. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else.
That's a good picture of the killer. Look at that.
That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Great Tower for a specific reason.
There he goes to the specific again.
There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 AM, but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 AM. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Great Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Great Tower. So he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there.
4 Dark Days of Destruction. Had a bit of... like, I was confused of what the word said on the bottom left, but then I read the other 4 words that were above it. It was like, okay, 4 Dark Days of Destruction. That's pretty cool. I like that.
With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile.
Beep.
From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 AM so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob.
That's a bit of a loose kind of knob, unless I don't know.
After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building's structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob, but because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and died. The sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge. That someone is Gundam Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
He looks so weird in that picture.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already.
Stop.
Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundam Tanaka!
I mean, he was saying multiple times in previous patch trials, talk about casting your votes, because that was one of the making your argument, and then there's, I guess, other points, but he's definitely ones to keep saying cast your votes.
My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Here we go. Look at all these results. Where's our low point? I guess it's at 60. Because otherwise... Oh no, maybe the 50. That 50 was something. Plus the bonuses. B! I'm still not gonna end up doing things. Oh yeah, see. This set's 33 points. Maybe that was the Kazuichi thing, but I don't know.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote. Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Please pull the lever!
What?
Crap! I bit my tongue at the most important part!
Important! Gosh dang it. Don't you hate when it happens? Who is found guilty? Monokuma, vote! Pull the lever and see what happens, Monokuma, vote! The boy is found guilty, haha! The gun boy. Trial end, all rise. What am I right now? I don't know. It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, but I think slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again! Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, the one who killed the robotic Nekomara in his amazing funhouse was Gundam Tanaka.
Nice!
Yay, I said it all over the bite of my tongue. Ow, it bit it again.
Now then.
Now that we decided who the killer is, let's do the execution already, and get this over with. Hold on. It's true the Clash trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident's over. We can't finish it until we hear from Gundam.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Fall, my tears.
Why do you want me to talk to one who is lost? The loser merely leaves. It would just be unnecessary for me to say something.
Listen well.
It's what I would like to say, but for honor's sake, I shall correct one thing! Correct?
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting. That, however, is a great mistake.
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost. And he died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too, must be the
If he
will
was
of
just
causality.
trying to cling to life. There are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain! Fine then. I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse, and I devised a killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say, I expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. And we had ourselves a stare down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away, or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose a fight that risked life and death.
That is...
A fight that risked life and death?
Let me tell you.
He was serious too. He gave it his all to try to kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. You would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it.
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
The scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a great one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundam Tanaka. Heroes, Lords of Darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I need not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
Alright.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might. I won't go easy on you. Don't even think about holding back. Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics. Give me everything you got.
It's all about giving people everything they've got, even if it is punishment time.
Nekomaru Nidai, your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why did you fight? We're all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I will not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell
However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
you weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Wait, are you telling us to just wait until we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Huh? Do you mean you'd rather die?
Fall, my tears.
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone has been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, Nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life, that's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eats dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is a commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well.
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up on life itself?
I shall engulf this world.
If a world would consider that justice, then I will fight with that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you!
It's a violation of the natural order. It's the arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying all that just to justify what you just did?
But
But it sounded like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Ugh.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I have betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall, my
But even so, don't you think it's better alternative to slowly starve to death here?
Oh,
That belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Oh, Nagito, I already did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was a mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after listening to you talk for a while, I'm starting to think that... Well, it's also because you unexpectedly admitted your crime without much resistance. Gundam, don't tell me. You didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you would ask such a foolish question.
My name is Gundam Tanaka.
Just who do you think I am? I'm history's greatest monster! My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I'd sacrifice myself for the sake of you fools.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of pandemonium, it is impossible. Is that it? Then I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of the foolish talk. It's about time the fun started. Monokuma, let us begin!
Yes, indeed.
Yay! Who got it? I prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundam Tanaka.
wait.
This is just too much.
I beg of you.
Please, Monokuma, please help Gundam.
Huh?
Miss Sonia.
I beg of you.
How pitiful.
Sonia. An act as unrefined as stopping a man from going to his death does not benefit a noble such as yourself. Gundam. It's fine to stop for reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However,
What is it, my 4 dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared 4 dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundam Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
that it is. What's he gonna do this time, fellas? Let's find out with this quick little thing. Something about that is cool, I like it. Pineapple. Huh. Got a Tanaka Stampede. Well, he is a breeder. What are you doing? Oh, is he just gonna leave it behind? He's got a stick. You don't have the time to do it, Gundam, no. Okay, no, he didn't have the time. There he goes. Oh. Oh, this. Look at what? Except we're just gonna drop him. Oh no, he's gone. Oh my. Gundam! No! No! Even after Gundam's gone, the spirit of his parting words still lingered deep within our chests. Don't give up on life. Did I misunderstand what he meant? That was the right thing to do. I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it! I'm so pissed off, I need to throw something!
Damn it!
Y'all spent so much time worrying about each other, and thanks to that, things ended up like this. You're all full of shit, every last one of you. But the biggest piece of shit is me! Damn. Why am I so weak?
Oh.
It's such a downer, clearly. But still, even though you feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl its way out of hell, and I presume he'll be very cross with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who have died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. If you don't, everyone who fought and died will have died in vain. We can't allow that. So how long are you guys going to stand around chattering? The clash trial's over, so it's okay for you to hurry back to Jabberwock Island, you know. However, the kiddie school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that. Hold on. How much longer are you going to keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he going to keep doing this? How long is this going to continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long, I finally feel refreshed. Let's hurry back to eat some food.
Hey,
Hold on a sec, that move shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam Nekomaru said. That's what it means to live, right? She's certainly something else. But seriously, I'm starving.
Hey.
Let's go back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then let's do our best again. Yeah, you're right. With this class trial has come to an end, and once again we return to Jabberwock Island. The size of our group is definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it was just the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. Of course, our optimism was only superficial, but last that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from our sight. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to retain so many valuables from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else, too. But it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the father had just Hajime's information.
well,
I guess they were too busy with other matters, or maybe they've reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this.
damn it.
This should never be forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all, even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this.
Monokuma appears!
Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Where is it, the lonely little Nagito? You're all alone tonight, too.
What's the matter?
What's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell. Now, perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well.
Wow.
That's what I like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see, so even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown's gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So why just up me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
Hey,
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about the special prize from the final debt room. No, yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file I received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
you don't even
Well,
know.
it's the traitor from the Future Foundation hunting among us, right? Including that person, the total number of students would be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But his father and his documents that were created at Host Peak Academy, right?
Of course.
That's right! I just reused stuff that the former headmaster spent a lot of time making.
But
This file even contained information about the traitor. Is that person also a former student of Host Peak Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
Hey,
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you just have false information into the file? Were you trying to keep us from learning the trader's identity by obtaining this information?
Hmm?
What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is.
Hmm?
What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up.
Well, you're completely correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? It's just like Monami after losing her magic stick. The traitor's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Their existence means nothing, huh?
No,
Well,
no.
that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the Evil Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I didn't really come here to fight or anything like that. Instead, I came here to offer my cooperation. You know?
Huh?
Cooperation?
Hey,
Your purpose is to fill everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the traitor do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I...
If that's the case, I might be able to cooperate somewhat too.
right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No.
Obviously, that's a big no-no. I mean, I want everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you, too. Well, I knew you would say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just I thought you saw right through me.
You're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. Nor the great absolute hope that shines brightly in step ladders just as myself and despair exist. You're right. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, that belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about, but if someone as well as me reminds you of some other person, it must be extremely unlucky.
Like...
But you're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact you're even involved in something like this.
Well,
Am I? I actually think that's very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
you don't know.
Wouldn't you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity? I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I could eliminate despair from this island, I wouldn't be a stepladder anymore. I'd become true hope. I'll become an existence that could even be called ultimate hope. I think this is implying what I think it's implying. No further speech, because Danganronpa 1 spoilers. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey,
Hey, there's one more thing I want to ask you.
Hmm?
see?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Huh? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on the island?
Hey,
Well, answer my question.
That's...
If that's the case, that person's already on the island. Well, wouldn't that be exciting? Oh my. How much we got left? 2 days? Oh, 5 days. Okay. And that's chapter 4. That certainly was good. But I've heard things as well claiming that the next chapter as well is also pretty damn good. So I'm excited, as always. I wonder if I'll have enough save slots to finish the game. Bread for destruction. Hellhound earring. Could you be referring to the Hellhound earring? Empty slot 27. Yeah, because see, we only have 30 slots, and the rest would just go back to the prologue, so... Here we go, empty 27. After being released. Oh, what am I trying to do? Trying to read this? It's the end of an episode. Let's see how our pet's doing, okay? We'll give her one more present. One more, and then that'll be the end of this thing. I'm sure they'll love potato chips. Go on, then. There we go. So that's it for this episode of Misery Mondays. In the next episode, we start chapter 5 after all this time. I don't know if I'm going to be splitting things up yet, but... well, we'll just have to see when we see. So, in the next episode of Misery Mondays, you will be seeing some good shit, my friend. I'm sure it'll be great. See you guys then. I hope you enjoyed, and farewell.